Have you ever felt deeply offended by something someone said or did to you? I know I have. It happens to us all. But here is the honest truth: offense is a demonic trap. Satan uses offense to bait us into destruction, destroying our relationships, stealing our peace, and derailing our destiny. So let's talk about it. Offense isn't just an emotional reaction, it's a spiritual snare. The enemy uses feelings of entitlement, pride, control, and unfair treatment to bait us. And once we take that bait, it breeds bitterness, resentment, and division. Proverbs 18:19 says, "A brother offended is harder to win than a strong city, and contentions are like the bars of a castle." Offense builds walls in our hearts, making reconciliation very difficult, and it hardens us against the truth. So, how does Satan bait us? Number one, entitlement. We feel like we deserve better treatment or maybe recognition. James 4:6 says, "God resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble." Number two is pride. When pride is wounded, offense sets in very deeply. Proverbs 16:18 says, "Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall." Number three is control. We get offended when situations don't go our way. Proverbs 3:5 and 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding." And then finally, number four, he uses unfair treatment. Feeling wronged or misunderstood can open the door to offense. 1 Peter 2:23 says, speaking of Jesus, "When he was reviled, did not revile in return. When he suffered, he did not threaten." Why it's dangerous. Offense gives the enemy a foothold. Ephesians 4:26 and 27 says, "Be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your wrath, nor give place to the devil." It leads to bitterness and unforgiveness. Hebrews 12:15 says, "Looking carefully lest anyone fall short of the grace of God, lest any root of bitterness springing up cause trouble." How do we break free from offense? Number one, we choose forgiveness. It's a command, not a feeling. Matthew 6:14 and 15 says, "For if you forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you." Number two, walk in humility. Offense often finds its home in pride. Colossians 3:12 and 13 says, "Therefore, as the elect of God, holy and beloved, put on tender mercies, kindness, humility, bearing with one another and forgiving one another." And then finally, number three, guard your heart. Do not take the bait. Proverbs 4:23 says, "Keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it springs the issues of life." Don't let offense trap you. Don't let it steal your peace, your joy, your relationships, or your destiny. So recognize it, reject it, and release it. Choose freedom and forgiveness today. That is how you disarm the enemy and walk in freedom.